welcome.
Welcome to Besties and Bubbles.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Cheers. Cheers, friend. It's
Cheers,
podcast day. Yay.
And we haven't recorded in a minute.
It has been a hot minute.
Kimmy did some vacating.
I did do some vacationing, which was very nice. Beach vacation. And so it was good to be away, but I missed you.
Because we work out every day together, it's so weird to not have you as like part of my routine.
Yeah,
I download with you about my night before, or even how I slept, or what I saw on the Today Show.
Yes.
Just like, it is really weird. It is weird. We have a new
sponsor.
Yeah, it's Bubbles though, right? It is.
Of course. This is gorgeous. So
let's say that thing again. I'll just clip it. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have to talk about these bubbles.
Look at this. Look at this color.
Does it show? It does show up because we watched the other one back. Yeah,
gorgeous.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
So gorgeous. This bottle is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful.
It is. I tried to zoom in before and I couldn't zoom in. It's like,
woo. It's so lovely.
If I would have dropped that.
So this is from our friends at Gustave Laurent's.
Okay.
And this is a Cremant d'Alsace Brut Rosé. And I didn't major in French, so if I'm a little off,
that sounds pretty good though.
But I think you could get the gist of it.
Yeah. So, that was a lot better than what I could have done.
Yeah. And this wine is actually made from a Pinot Noir. So from a red grape. And it's full of charm. It's full of elegance. It's just,
charm, elegance.
Right? All these Frenchy things.
Just like us.
Yes. That's kind of fun. Yeah. And it's very refined. You can enjoy it as an aperitif, or you can enjoy it with a meal or a cocktail at a reception. It's just very light and crisp and bubbly.
Yeah.
I think it sends a lot of different fruity flavors.
What kind of fruit do you taste, Kimmy?
Well, I think initially I'm going to smell. I taste like berries.
Okay. What about apple? Does it say apple in there?
But I think the further you go,
the further you, like the bigger,
on the end of it, right? There's that first sip, and then you like get on the back of the palate.
Oh,
I think you taste apples.
Oh my God, you're so.
What do I know?
You seem to know. If you don't know a lot, you're really selling it like you are.
Yeah,
you do know a lot. So,
but this wine is from northern France, and so I think it has some of those flavors of that particular region, right? Closer like Belgium, Germany, things of that nature. So anyway, it's lovely. It's delightful. You and I have been enjoying it. And for our friends who are local, you can find this wine at Gigi's Wine Bar that is in Barrington, Northwest Suburbs. Sal's Beverage, which is very close to us here in Villa Park. And also Tannins.
Our friends at Tannins.
Which is in Elmhurst.
We love Tannins Wine Bar there.
So,
super cute.
So Gustave Laurent's.
Very yummy. I'm glad we get to enjoy it.
So, and we can have more details shared at the end.
The end.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, anyway,
cheers. Thank you, sponsor.
Thank you.
Yum, yum, yum. So I thought today, since this is very fresh, I thought we would talk about what I've seen a lot on social media today.
Okay.
Have you been on the socials today?
I have. I will say when I'm on vacation, ironically, I don't go on the socials.
Right.
You would think one would have more time to do that.
No, I think you don't, because you're doing outdoor things, or you don't have your phone's in a bag.
Yeah, and I just don't feel like, anyway, it doesn't matter. But yes, this week I have been catching up, and there's a lot of things on the socials.
I don't know what that means.
As it relates to, I think, families and right?
I've seen a lot of, people dropping their kids off at college this week. The sports athletes are going back right now. And
yes, they are.
It's something you just went through. You just came back from dropping Owen off, and so you are now officially an empty nester at your house.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because my husband, Maddie, we all know Maddie, he actually asked me, what are we doing for dinner tonight? And I was like, well, it's just the two of us, babe. So,
yeah,
I'm not sure.
From like meal prepping and all the protein you need to, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really heavy time, actually. And I remember it was years ago. But you
still remember that. I mean, you can never take away that time when you take your kid away from the house.
In 2019, we drove Brett to college. Tom and I drove Brett to college. And that trip home, I knew he was excited. I was excited for him. The room was great, blah, blah, blah. I was sad.
Yeah.
And I cried. And a couple days after that, and then I started seeing other people doing the same thing. Now, we send, because our kids are athletes, they go earlier.
Yes.
But really it's like for the next couple weeks, you see people dropping on social media. You see them dropping them off in college. And it just is, it's different than any other first day of school. 100%. And just the thought they're never really coming back is it was sad. I was feeling hearing other people's posts today.
Well, you figure, you have been with this child for the last 18
almost years, every day,
right? Yeah.
Almost every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the baby bird, so to speak, is leaving the nest and they're venturing out. And, obviously when our kids go to that next level, whether it's college or whether it's, I dropped my son off at the military. I mean, that's also a very difficult thing to do too. But we've prepared them, right? Yeah. And while it's sad, there's that sense of, well, I did the best job that I could do these last 18 years to prepare you for this moment.
Right.
To prepare you so that you are confident and that you are moving forward towards adulthood.
Right.
Right. And to enter this next chapter of their lives, but it's really a next chapter of our lives as well. You know, we talk about, how we are the different parents to our same children. Right. But because now we're at a different level.
At each age. Yes, it's so true. Yeah.
It's interesting. And even though, college is kind of that end all be all, whatever that looks like, right, for your kids kind of making that next move, even along the way, whether it's the first day of high school or even the first day of kindergarten. I mean, I almost think that might be harder than college, because
I did not think so.
Oh, I think I was more sad at kindergarten than I was college.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't know why, because I just felt like
you were done paying for daycare. Wasn't that great?
Yeah, and nannies, but yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know why. Just because you think that maybe that they're so little still and so tiny and they actually still really need you. Whereas I feel like college, yes, we do talk about this. They need you more mentally, but I just feel like physically, and what if they're scared and,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it depends on the child, but I don't remember being like, oh, I just really dread that first day of school. I don't remember it when they were little.
Yeah.
But,
well, eventually you get over it really fast.
Really
so let's
fast.
just throw that.
Wow, I don't have to run back at 11:40.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, but my daughter-in-law has 2 kids in school now for the first time.
Okay.
And she's home alone with just a 3-year-old little boy.
Which is huge, to go from like 3 kids in the house to just 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do recognize that.
She actually put in the fam chat, she put it's okay to check on me. I'm going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm going to be stuck with Baker for 7 hours,
But
jokingly.
But what great time for her.
Oh, it is.
To spend one-on-one with him, because he's the baby. He doesn't know anything else but and I mean this
siblings.
Respectfully, chaos. That's
he
just
only
his
knows
life.
Siblings,
Yeah. People around him all the time. And now he's gonna get this one-on-one with his mama, that's invaluable.
Well, she asked him what they were gonna do all day. And he said, we'll play tag.
Oh, for like 4 hours. Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Well, she's going to get a good workout.
I think okay, so mixed reviews on some people that when they had put their young kids in school.
Yeah.
There's definitely the memes out there where you get your kid off to school and then the kid, the mom's in the pool with a cocktail.
Oh, right.
I remember that last year.
100%.
But when your kid goes to college, I think it's very noteworthy that it is okay when you're sad. I remember being sad for not 1 or 2 days, but and they say your child is your heart outside your body, Well, now it's 3 states away.
Yeah.
And,
a different time zone.
And I love the technology allows you to locate your kid. You can see he's home asleep, in his dorm room or whatever, or FaceTime so you can see their face.
Yes.
Things
or
like that.
360.
Yep.
Just so you can check to make sure they're okay. It's not like you're stalking them.
Right.
It's just oh, well, I wonder what, where they're at or whatever.
So technology, I think, does help.
I do too.
But I think I had pretty much all that technology in 2019 and I still felt
yeah,
it was just sad. And I think Brett was such a big energy in the house.
Yeah.
And that immediately went, wow. Yeah. It just changed,
Yeah. And you're right. That was the part today, Owen always comes down and I'm in my office working and he's always like, good morning, mama, and gives me a big hug.
And
I do miss that. But he called me this morning.
He did call
unprompted. You. So that was really a sweet surprise. Yeah. And it's just, again, I'm grateful for the technology piece because when we were away, you had one phone, at least I did, that hung in the room with this long ass cord so that you could go outside your dorm room and talk.
We didn't even have one in the room. It was one hit. No, at the end of the hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was a payphone at the end of the hall.
Oh, wow. Okay. So so there you go. So you either had a payphone at the end of the hall or you had one phone that everyone had to share. I lived in a dorm with 4 other girls. There were 5 of us. And it wasn't glamorous, let me tell you. It's not like how these kids have these dorms now. Some of them do.
Right.
Owen does not. He's in a freshman dorm. But that's okay. That's okay. You got to start somewhere. He's got a great view of his football field.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
It's fantastic.
What would you have done differently now that you've just moved in? Is there someone that's just about to send their kid off to school? Is there anything you thought I wish I would have thought of that?
Yeah, we went and I'll answer the question, but it's also interesting, I think, when you are observing yourself as the last child to go away versus the first child to go away, right? And of course, every family is different. And we have had, your daughter-in-law and your son are going to enjoy Baker, for those few years when the girls go off. Like we have with Owen, the last 4 years, it's just been Owen and Matt and I in the house. And so it has been so wonderful just to be able to get to spend this one-on-one time with this child who, again, was thrusted into a family, a mini fraternity house, being the youngest of 3 boys. So that's the part where, he was more of a person and an individual, could think and do things on his own when we were alone with him. And we kind of went into it with a less is more, type of approach, which I think it depends on your child. I'm just going to blanket it out there. I don't know if he was a girl, he would abide by that. I probably wouldn't.
Girls are more into decorating.
Exactly. Exactly. But it was good. And he was comfortable. And I think that's what helped us. Mm-hmm. We have a great comfort in the school that he's going to. It's University of Dubuque in Iowa. He is playing football. He obviously is not playing this season because of his ACL injury, but they are 100% behind him in his rehab and supporting him. And it just makes me as a mother feel good about it. Yeah. And I will also say the way that they did their move-in for these kids, which the football players, it was either freshman and or it's your your first year at Dubuque, so a transfer or something like that. It's an all-day event, and it was so wonderful. And they specifically, the president got up and said, we didn't want it to be kind of like a throw your stuff on, the side and take your kid up and then you just kiss them goodbye and go. Yeah. Because they had experienced that with their children. And they wanted to make it different. So kudos to them for kind of having this
it was a good program,
wonderful day outlined for both the parents and for the kids, so that when it was time to say goodbye, you had that time throughout the day. It's not to say that it wasn't sad also, but it made it a little bit easier. So I don't know if I would have done anything different per se.
When you got there, is there something you would like, you had to go to the store and get?
Well, we did have to, because we were a less is more, and the fact that we were on vacation for 10 days beforehand didn't help either. I mean,
not good planning.
I did my Amazon as much as I could. Yes, there were a few things that we had to go to get at Target, but not a lot.
Toiletries?
I had most of that for him. And I will say, and I don't know if I know you were sad when Brett went away, but it'll be interesting, because I did want to ask you this. I kind of feel, because it's football season and because we are going to see him practically every weekend, I almost feel like he's at camp. Like, because you're going to see him,
It helped.
Yeah.
But I didn't see him the first couple weeks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, that's true.
It was something. I remember it. So if you're feeling sad, just know you are not alone.
Yeah.
You'll find it on social media. Other parents are complaining about the same thing. And
100%.
it is a real thing. But again, you're going to make it through. Your kid's going to make it through. Yeah.
And let me ask, how was it then the second year?
It was better, but it was still difficult because now he only came home one summer.
Okay.
And then after that, he never came home again, really.
Yeah.
So, he would come home for a week or two or something, right?
But it's not like he
had to live there every summer after.
Day out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
So the second year was like, oh.
Yeah.
You're not going to be ever living at my house again.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
Although he still uses the address, even though he lives in Chicago.
Right.
Yeah. Well, get all of his parking tickets from Chicago.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks for that.
There's signs for that, Brett.
Yeah.
There's signs.
Yeah. So there's that. I don't know. Someone had said on my Facebook post about your kids really aren't out of the house until all their shit's out of the basement.
Yeah.
Which I do.
Do you have Jackson stuff in the basement?
We don't. But we did for a very long time.
Like his baby books and stuff, you gave those to him already?
Oh, I didn't not to him.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you're not ever giving them?
I'll give them, when he gets a house, I'll give them to him. They're in an apartment right now.
Yeah. I have both, my kids both have homes, and I think I still have pom-poms and hockey gear.
I get that.
Because I haven't moved. Now, if I would have moved, I would have been like, come get your crap.
Yes. So we have so the baby stuff I've kept, but whatever we had when he went to his first apartment, they were in bins. I gave him you're talking, for him, he was a baseball player. So it's baseball cleats and just mitts and gloves and all kinds of, I'm going to call it crap from my perspective. Yeah. It's probably not for him, but I get it. I get it. And I actually think my mom didn't give me my baby book until they probably moved, to be honest. My parents moved.
Don't you think parents should give you the baby book?
It is your book.
It's your book.
But I remember living in my house on Charlotte Street now and receiving that book. And I have lived there for 25 years. So I was very much an adult. And I'm pretty sure I had all my children. Mom, you can verify that.
I think that there are parents out there going, they made the book, they're keeping the book and not giving it to the kid.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I think so.
I don't know, friends. Tell us.
I would love to know.
I would love to know too.
Now I have like the photo albums here.
Right.
Here.
Yes. And you're so good at photos. You are.
I'm good at taking a lot of photos.
You are. You're very good.
But
recently
not. I don't print a lot of photos because everything is.
Well, it's in the cloud.
I make reels about it and I post it on social media.
You do.
I don't print
But you're very good at doing at documenting.
Documenting. I do, and actually people start asking me to document their
of course, because you're good
and
at
stuff because I'm good at taking pictures.
You are.
Yeah.
You're very good. Yeah.
No. I like to do that. I do. Yeah. So I still have stuff for my kids, even though they clearly both have homes that I can go drop it off. But it's kind of like trophies and stuff. I don't know. What are they going to do with that stuff? Put it in their basement. It's not like they're going to go display it.
Well, or maybe just have them come over and ask them, hey, do you want this or do I pitch it?
Oh, I can't throw it away, Kim.
Well, okay, then I guess you just give it to them and then they can choose
what to do what they want, I guess.
Okay.
Right?
Fair. That's fair. This is so good.
This is yummy,
Oh
you guys.
My gosh. Oh my goodness.
This is actually my first drink. I had a company all afternoon in the pool and I had my work ladies over and stuff, but I just didn't feel like having a cocktail. I took a lot of water and stuff.
Yes. So. Oh my goodness. So
this is very, very yummy.
It's so, you're so pretty.
Effervescent.
So pretty. Yes. So
effervescent.
Effervescent. Effervescent. I think there's a V.
There's got to be a V. There's got to be an
effervescent. Oh no, we're gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna continue to pray for these mamas that are missing their babies.
Yeah. And even
did you see Aaliyah Knutson's post today?
I did, and yes, a lot of the
it's sad, and it's like she said it's her last one too, going to school. So I think that's probably like you had Owen last one. I think that probably is a little heavier when it's your last kid going off.
Well, think about it. And I've been raising children for 26 years. Mm-hmm. And that's a long time.
It is a long
time. In my house, I'm not obviously, but yeah. So I think when that time comes and again, we've talked about this, not that you're no longer needed because you're going to be needed in a completely different way. But on that day to day, it's like, oh, okay. It's okay to shed tears. It's okay to feel sad.
But it's okay to text your kid and say, hey, I missed you. Do you have 10 minutes to give me a call?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's okay to do that. Yeah.
It is. In fact, Owen has a pillow that says, don't forget to call your mom. So, and I think we've talked about this before. We have we have some friends that, will make those for your kids because they should call their mom. They should call their dads too. But, don't forget to call your mom because she really cares. And
what about going into high school? We didn't really talk about that, but I think that's a big change when your kid starts high school, especially if you're worried about them, maybe not being on a team or something, not fitting in.
Or
being nervous because it's such a big age difference with seniors and freshmen.
Right. Or if they don't have a sibling that's there, or they don't.
Right.
Or, maybe the middle school that they're kind of feeding into
gets divided, or there's a lot of,
or they're going to a private school for the first time, which it does happen.
Sure.
That happened
changing
to my
schools my oldest. Schools is a whole different thing.
My oldest went from a public school to knowing 2 people in his high school. So Jackson, at Montini, which was wonderful for him, but it just, you know what I mean? That's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard for kids. But here's the thing is it puts them in situations that will help better prepare them for life in general.
I think every situation helps your kid grow.
Yeah.
Every situation.
And it might be hard as parents to see your child kind of struggle or what have you.
Yeah.
And when we say struggle like that, I don't mean in a very awful way, but just kind of finding their way and figuring it out. But I think it can be stressful. But we talked about, the different age ranges for our children and how to respond to them and help them. And I think this is one of those times.
It is.
If you haven't already watched the podcast, or if you have, go back and just
it was 2 podcasts ago. So it was about how to talk to adult kids.
Yeah. And like how to give them their space and how when they react or say or don't say or involve you in certain things, it's not out of rebellion. It's their growth process.
They're trying to be more independent. And that's what this age is in high school and in college, right?
Yeah, so, exactly.
Well, it's interesting.
It is interesting.
If you get sad, you could just give me a call.
Yeah, I mean, or take a sip. But I think the bottom line is we feel all of you mamas and dads too, right? Because it's a big experience for them too. You know, I think maybe a lot of times we don't give the dads as many props about them feeling sad and, you know, how it impacts them as well. But it does.
Yeah, for sure.
You're your kids' parents.
I just think they don't talk about it as much. Yeah, they're not going to post about it maybe on Facebook like a mama would. You know what I mean? They feel the same way, for sure.
They do. So, so dads out there, if you're watching us, maybe, you know, share how you're feeling. Share,
absolutely.
You know, with your guy friends or, you know, your significant other, your partner or whatever.
Because again, you're not alone. If you just dropped your kid off at school or if you're about to do it and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling sad, it's totally normal. So hang in there.
It is.
Hang in there, mamas. Hang in there, papas.
Yeah, for sure. And again, thank you to our sponsor because
this is yummy.
I don't think we can get enough of this. Like it's
we only have like one glass.
Gustave Laurence. It's so yummy.
It is yummy.
And you can definitely find it locally. And again, we'll have that up there for you. You know what, friends? Thank you so much for staying with us and liking us and sharing us and talking about us because we really
are having a good time.
We are, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Cheers.
Cheers, friend. Cheers. Here's to back to school.
Back to school. Hang in there.
Ciao.